Hi class, welcome to, I believe, let me double check, I want to say week 12 of class, yes. Um, this week you are viewing some videos and reading some articles about two really important topics in the workplace. And I shouldn't say really important, but important in that I think that there's a lot of confusion around them. The first one is the art of gift giving, which I've always found a little confusing myself. And many of you will learn the ropes of what goes on in your industry. But there are a series of videos this week about the etiquette of gift giving in the corporate or in the business environment. And I found them just tremendously interesting. Wish somebody had showed them to me years ago. In my personal experience as a publicist, I was asked to send gifts out to media publications. And one of the things that we did is we sent very expensive gifts over to journalists at the New York Times, and they are not allowed to accept any gifts under the amount or over the amount of $75. So you can imagine I was working for a clothing designer and that the gifts were well over that and they had to return the gifts. And we kind of looked like we didn't know what we were doing. So definitely think and find out what the gift giving rules are, if there are any in your workplace. And then also, I think gift giving is a very personal thing, and you want to think about, am I draining my bank account, and am I giving this gift for the right reasons, which generally I think are a thank you or I appreciate you, not so that you'll be well liked or to make up for some kind of discretion, which again the videotapes talk about. So gift giving is certainly, in the art of gift giving, is one topic that you'll discuss this week. And the other topic is the more difficult topic, which is social obligations in the workplace. And I have some great stories about socializing in the workplace, and they take them for whatever way you want. When I first was in the public relations world in an agency setting, I was very private. I had my own group of friends that I liked to socialize with outside of the workplace, and therefore I would not go on very many social outings with people from my PR agency. And I will tell you, it was a double-bladed sword, because I think in some ways it hurt me because I wasn't in the know, I wasn't in the in crowd, I didn't know what happened and all the fun that they had when they went out. And so therefore I wasn't able to necessarily play the game as well as I wanted to. And when I say the game, the political climbing the ladder game. The other thing that is interesting about socializing in the workplace is, I will say this, you all are going to go to jobs or already go to jobs where you spend way over 8 hours a day. It is more time than you spend with your friends, your family, your significant other, your dog, often sleeping at night. So if you don't have some kind of socializing or social obligation in the workplace, it could also be a very lonely place. And I have had a lot of jobs in my lifetime, and I've taken one or two friends from every workplace. And it has built into a lovely group of people who I adore, who now some of them I have known decades. So really the social obligations in the workplace is twofold. One is, what are your social obligations in the workplace on a very concrete level, which is, you shouldn't, if you're female, a male doesn't have to open the door for you, and certainly you are protected in many ways. And then there's really the other side of social obligations in the workplace, which to me really connects to office politics. So you'll notice the discussion question on social obligations in the workplace really touches upon many of those topics. So I ask how many of you have a friend in the workplace or friends. How many of you have gone out socially with people from work, whether during the daytime or in the evening? How many of you have dated someone in the workplace, which is always an interesting question. And there's an old statistic about, um, over 70% of the people, I want to say, met their significant other in the workplace. And also, have you ever been on a social outing that is work related and had somebody act inappropriately? Or maybe you acted inappropriately. Certainly in the public relations world, people like to have cocktails after work, whether it was organized or not. And I think one of the reasons I kind of didn't want to get into that routine is because I did not want to see my coworkers doing things that were inappropriate. So again, it's something I think one of the things that this class does is make you think about things, whether you're entrenched in the workplace or you're about to go to the workplace, to think about topics that you're not forced to think about every day. And hopefully you remember what you learn in this course and can certainly apply them to your work lives. So enjoy week 12. You have 2 discussion boards. The videos may take you some time to get through, but the articles are very, very short. And you'll notice for social obligations, I've really just put a link to a site called Office Politics that I think is run very, very well, answers almost any question you might have, from going out for cocktails after work to dating in the workplace and how to handle those issues. Have a great week, and I'll see you online. I think you'll also notice that I am caught up on correcting, except for the week that is ending today. And you all did really just an amazing job if you participated, from sharing information about diversity and what your personal experiences were. I so appreciate that. And there were also a lot of really good ideas in there about how to solve diversity issues. I so enjoyed hearing about dressing in the workplace and seeing your outfits and your lovely faces. And there was also a lot of good advice there. So keep up the good work, and I will see you online. Thank you. Bye.